Hello, Steve White saying no. This is just a little video because there's a lot to unpack with this whole thing that's just happened, and it's going to take a lot of watching other people's videos and reading articles. But basically, Mr. Zaslav, who has been just tearing through Warner Brothers and cutting money wherever he can and cutting just anything and everything, has appointed James Gunn and Peter Safran as chairman and CEOs of like Warner Brothers, like DC. So everyone's like, well, Marvel is in trouble because James Gunn is in charge of DC because everyone loved Guardians of the Galaxy, and he also did he did the second Suicide Squad, didn't he? I can't remember what he did now, but basically the idea is he's going to do a good job. So Marvel, because Marvel is struggling at the moment, it seems. DC could be rivaling them now because there's so much happening. We've got Henry Cavill back because apparently Henry Cavill dared to negotiate with Warner Brothers. They wanted him to do a cameo, and he either wanted to be paid and they didn't want to pay him, or he didn't want to do the cameo because he felt like it was a waste of the like 4 roles that he sort of was going to have as Superman or something. I'm not exactly sure why he didn't want to do it, or if it was just about money. But he was being difficult, so they basically said, yeah, no, he's not working for us again, which I believe that rumour, considering he didn't work for them again in the meantime. Well, he's back, he's going to be Superman. He just announced that, yes, I'm back. I mean, we knew he's back, obviously, he was in Black Adam in a cameo, but he actually announced, I'm actually back, and we know we're going to get some films with Henry Cavill Superman now. And they're talking about Ben Affleck coming back under a similar agreement where he's going to do a 3-film deal, a Batman trilogy, and at least one cameo. That's the rumour. So where does that leave the Batman? Well, the Batman has been pushed off to 2025, which a lot of people are seeing as it's not happening. They've pushed it off just so people don't panic, so they can work on what they want to do, which is the Ben Affleck Batmans, and then they can come back to it. So there's a lot happening at the moment. He's also talking about making changes to CNN. Now, I just had a moment the other day watching CNN where I'm like, I'm hearing the same thing about Trump over and over again. I feel like they're not lying, they're reporting the news, but they're definitely catering to an audience that wants to hear a specific angle about. It is there is a lot of opinion in here. Because some people were saying that CNN is too about opinion. It seems to be the sort of counterbalance to Fox in some ways. They sort of turned into that, whether they meant to or not. And maybe it wouldn't be a bad thing if they were more neutral. But then again, Fox isn't going to do that. So what's going to counter Fox? I don't know. But the talk is that he's going to come in and change that. And the talk from a lot of people is, oh, they're going to basically remove all the left-wing people and they're going to make it, neutral. Which would be good if they did that, but it sounds like they're going to try and make it right-wing. So I'm not sure if they're going to really make it neutral and make it be about the news anymore and not about opinion. But yeah, so Zaslav is coming for them. He's just working his way through everything. He's just tearing his way through everything. And some of it's good, like we got Henry Cavill back because that was just ridiculousness that he wasn't making the Superman films and he had to sit it out. And it must have been really hard for him, just basically having this role, playing it a couple of times, knowing there's more to the character, knowing the fans want it, and having the suits basically saying, yeah, no, we're not working with you, we don't like you. Like, who cares about you and your ego? He wants to do the role. We want to see him in the role. Thank God they didn't replace him with another Superman. They don't have that mess to clean up, but they did replace Batman with another Batman, and now they've got that mess to fix. So there's a lot happening. Apparently, there's something also about James Cameron taking on Marvel Studios as well. I'm not sure. It's something to do with Robert Meyer Burnett. It's a 2-hour and 12-minute video, live stream, whatever. So I'll watch that, but I have no idea what's going to what that's about. So there's a lot happening at the moment. I just sort of wanted to comment on, just do a short video on the things we do know, what has changed and what is going to be changed. But how much that affects things and how that affects things going through, because I don't know, Marvel is struggling, DC was struggling, but they seem to be, they had a direction, it got pulled apart because of money and politics, and then it seemed like it was going to go back together with the Snyder Cut, but then we got told, no, we're not giving you what you want. But now it seems like we're getting what we want. And unfortunately, the right-wing guys, the man babies, the haters, the geeks and gamers, and fandom menace people are all like, we won. I'm like, not necessarily. You may be getting back to these characters, but it doesn't mean they're coming with a bunch of right-wing ideology. Probably not coming with the left-wing ideology either, because the talk about Black Adam was that it wasn't political. The talk was they edited all the politics out of it, and I'm like, I don't know if it was ever in there in the first place, but there's this idea that they're winning now, and I'd like I'd like it all to be neutral. I would like the tribalness to be gone and just be able to enjoy the movies without an agenda on either side. Maybe we'll get that, or maybe they're just switching to the dark side. Who knows? We'll see.